Welcome back, super friends and super family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 12. So last episode I just watched was of Angel following the Slay Alive watch order. Lots of craziness. Man, Season 2 of Angel is just wild so far, but definitely interested to see what the next developments are going to be in Angel. But now back to Buffy. In the last episode of Buffy was kind of a different episode. We kind of shifted gears a bit. It feels like we took a little bit of a break from the main storyline, but the big event that I really want to see the aftermath about is Dawn overhearing Buffy, Joyce, and Giles talk about her, right? So are we going to focus on that this episode? I kind of hope so. I'm really concerned how Dawn is going to handle not only finding out that she's not a real daughter, you know, in the normal sense at least, even though I consider her definitely part of the real family, but also how she's going to feel about Buffy and Joyce hiding the truth from her. You know, I feel like, especially as a teenager, but honestly anyone would feel, at least initially, a sense of betrayal. Also, are we going to see more of Glory? I really want to see more of Glory. It feels like it's been a minute since we've seen Glory. I'm very intrigued to learn more about her still, and just she seems like this super strong, also pretty funny, wild, crazy villain, so I'm excited to see more of her. I hope she's in this episode. As always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reaction and support the channel, that is up on Patreon along with future episodes of Buffy and Angel if you don't want to wait. Thank you so much to everyone who supports there. For now, let's get into today's reaction. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 12.
I'm still not 100%. Guess I haven't really been taking up the slack.
Oh, the place looks fine.
Oh, they had In-N-Out, In-N-Out. Oh, I want some In-N-Out. It's been too long.
That must have belonged to,
Oh no, remnants of the R-Man.
I've had some news. It seems that
From the Watchers Council?
has found some information that may help us out.
Can we trust their information?
Find that out when they arrive. Could be very important.
Arrive? They're coming here?
Why?
Yeah, don't they have phones? Hello, Buffy. Here's some stuff we know. Pip.
Yeah, phone. See, I'd like them on phones.
Well, what's so bad about
They're just horrible. They're just horrible people. No.
I mean, Watchers, that's just like other Gileses, right?
No.
They can appear a bit, well, hard-nosed, but...
Giles, hard-nosed? You're gonna describe them as hard-nosed?
Kill the current demons, right? Current demons.
Anya, if they find out about you, they might kill you too.
When I was Faith, they almost killed me again. Honestly, I really can't handle almost being killed right now.
I don't like the sound.
Yeah.
Very ex-demon compatible.
Nope, they're not.
You sure they're English? I thought English people were gentler than normal.
Not these English people.
They're gonna screw everything up. It's a delicate time right now.
I agree.
Take care of Dawn.
But that's
and-
not new. You've always taken care of it.
Right, I know that. It's just...
Oh, that's right. They don't all know the truth.
Back to bed.
I was just getting used to
Dawn? Are you listening?
She was.
Sometimes we say stuff and it's all good.
No, it's not.
Just that if Council knows something about Glory, maybe it will help us get a grip on what we're dealing with.
Maybe. What is going on? This poor dude.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, what? Oh, shoot. She's sucking away his life force? It's like a vampire, but more intense.
I'm good. It's okay.
Wait, he's alive?
I know you're all always looking at. I can tell.
What happened to him?
Have something to tell me?
Indeed, glorification.
And I'm waiting.
She's so happy now.
If you are to use the key, you must act quickly.
We're running out of time.
All you need is the key.
Yes, and I bet Mousy the Vampire Slayer has an idea where it is.
Mousy, what a nickname.
You don't have much time.
If that girl's the only thing between me and my key, I don't need much time.
I mean, she's easily taken on Buffy, so she's being cocky, but she might have a good reason to be. But what exactly did she do to that guy, right? She clearly took something that gave her more energy, but he's still alive.
You need to be very careful. Measure precisely and please.
Do they do background checks at the magic shop?
Been a while. Want some of our colleagues with you?
Giles seems uneasy.
First, I thought we might catch up.
Well, certainly. Well,
Over some tea?
I'll give you a grand tour if you like.
Oh, that's all right. I think I can see what you're being up to.
That sounds judgmental.
Keeping that space for the really dangerous items that should be kept out of the public's hand. Maybe you don't worry about that.
Oh my gosh, I hate this guy already, man.
Elements here, focusing crystals, runic artifacts, an amulet of called it.
You don't have authority here, it's his business. File a complaint. Leave a Yelp review. You can't do anything.
What?
What? Magic box shoppers. We're going to have to ask you to leave.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. I knew they shouldn't have brought the Watchers Council in here. Look at these jerks. You think you just shut down their business?
Customers, please bring your money back.
That's honest, Anya.
You knew you were going to do this before you even saw it.
Of course.
Just for the duration.
Don't give me that sorry crap.
Welcome to our store. We're closed now. I'll be in the back.
She being all nice because she's afraid.
Excuse, you work here?
Yes, I do. Ever since I moved here from southeastern Indiana, where I was raised by.
That doesn't sound convincing.
No one said anything to me about this.
Let's sit down and talk about it over here.
This is what happens when you invited them in, Giles. Worse than inviting vampires, in my opinion.
You all stand around and look somber.
They look so stuffy, too.
Used to respect us, Giles. Used to be one of us.
You used to pay me. You recall firing me was not my idea.
Yeah.
We've discovered information about this creature, your glory. Some of it is clear.
I knew he was going to have some tea. Did he pour Giles any? No.
Convinced that you and your slayer are prepared for it.
I'm not having you put her through another one of your insane tests.
Yes.
To check of her methods, we need to know that this information is safe.
I love how they think they still have authority over the Slayer.
He's acquired a remarkable focus.
Now, Rasputin.
I mean, but she is still
obscure religious
a young girl.
Nearly impossible to do so.
Nearly impossible?
The question? Miss Summers, of course.
Oh, no pressure, Buffy.
Vikings, what they were up to in the 1400s, and they're like discovering this America-shaped continent. Be interesting if we came at it from, a different...
If Rasputin is still alive, is Rasputin gonna be in Buffy?
Maybe you prefer I step aside so that you can teach your own course.
I mean, honestly, not too bad.
You can sit down now. Unless you have something else to add, Professor?
I feel like his correction was a little bit too much. Like, relax.
Some of us are here to learn, Professor.
She's like, I hope he turns into a vampire so I can slay him.
Maybe you would like to teach your own class.
Who are you talking to?
She's not angry at you. Oh, look who it is. Loverboy to the rescue.
Your heartfelt gratitude's plenty. Expect I'll be getting that any moment.
No.
I don't need a boyfriend to rescue me.
You keep making notches in the headboard, but eventually they get up out of the bed and run off, don't they?
I mean, she's had 2 boyfriends, right?
Your beauty's faded. Stress of slaying, aging you prematurely. Things not as high, not as firm.
This is your flirtation spike?
The more I get to know you, the more I wish I didn't.
Or maybe you just don't hold their interest.
It's like Spike has to be mean to express his love. He's probably so, like... But that's such a mean thing to say to Buffy, man. Oh, this nice loser.
Beauteous Glory said for you to tell us where her dwelling is.
Why? So Glory can find her? Do something to her?
Probably.
Do it for her. That was her message.
I've got a message for Glory, too.
What?
I think you'll see that your review isn't strictly needed.
Oh, how's this gonna go?
Bad day. Bad.
Miss Summer!
Your bad day has got way worse.
Perhaps you'll favor us with a demonstration while we're here.
Right now?
No need to rush you.
Staying a little longer than I'd anticipated.
I mean, remember graduation day? She went independent. Why does she need to, dance for them?
Talk to my friends.
Yes, we understand you're still taking civilians.
It's like an FBI background check.
Council fights evil. The Slayer's chain. Been that way from the beginning.
The council has been corrupt from the beginning.
Let me talk to Buffy, because I think she's understanding me.
Really?
Glory is stronger than you. She's a more powerful instrument, if you will.
I mean, that is true.
How much under your thumb do you think we
How
are?
much do you want our help?
She's not your bloody instrument, and you have no right to do any of this.
I
Giles.
mean, I agree with Giles. But it sucks. They are in a situation where they do need this intel.
There are factors which should motivate you to go along with the review. I don't want to do this.
Yes, you do.
We could shut this place down permanently.
Oh, that's what you mean. No, you can't.
You don't have that kind of power.
Yeah.
Someone fighting us will arrange to have Mr. Giles quartered within the day. Never set foot in this country again.
Oh, they probably could do that.
Sloppy discipline, Miss Summers. But you're dealing with grown-ups now. Am I making myself clear?
Dang, this sucks, man. This sucks. I thought they were rid of the Watchers Council, but they do have a lot of control if they could deport Giles.
From Ben, he isn't going to help.
Kill him, Glory.
If she knows where I can start looking for my key.
Was she getting ready for her nighttime routine here?
Drives you insane?
Exactly. Sweet, lumpy minion.
Probably because I haven't sucked your brain out yet.
Oh, that's what she's doing. Okay.
You know, I'll just find her myself.
I mean, yes.
I'm guessing they do.
But you gotta play chess with them. You gotta outthink the council.
Giles, that Travers guy is a 60. I can't hit him. Can I?
Just because you're old doesn't mean you're not evil.
Can they really do the stuff they threatened? Kick you out of the country?
In a heartbeat.
Dang, dang.
Pulling the political strings is... They're the best in the world.
Of course, that's where they excel. I'm not surprised at all. Break your glasses?
Physical stuff could be a bit of a challenge.
That's not what I'm worried about. It's the other stuff.
What? psychological torture.
And I haven't been able to figure out what she is or anything.
Look, she's the strongest opponent you faced so far.
The scandal here is not anything you've done wrong. It's the way they're behaving.
That's very well put.
Gun pointed at my bleeding green card, no less.
Yeah. Like, if they actually cared about the good, they would just share the information, not, like, trade it.
They picked the perfect thing. I can't lose you.
Thank you.
But that's really cool for her to say that to him.
You think they'll start?
Anya, Christina, Amen.
Oh, poor Anya, poor Anya.
You spell it A-N-Y-A, then?
Yes.
So nervous.
And about the both of you, your relationship.
Our relationship? We're friends. Good friends. Lovers. Lesbian, gay type lovers.
I meant your relationship with the Slayer.
I was about to say, is it any of their business?
So, you have no special skills
I mean, he's learned to fight pretty darn well.
that you bring to the mix.
Maybe not traditional jujitsu, but
Again, let me stress the not as weird thing.
I'm told it was all very professional.
it was definitely professional, Anya.
She goes off and does stuff without even telling us. Not that she's like a
Oh, they should have rehearsed more.
works. Easier slaying for Buffy.
What level are you at?
Level?
There's levels?
Magical proficiency level.
High level.
Are there numbers?
Top level. 5.
Oh, dang, she knows. Oh, she's just guessing.
Practicing witches under the names as you gave them to me?
Registered? Oh, yes, of course.
And we pay the annual fee. I'm sure there's an annual fee.
I don't hold with that demon nonsense. Muffin?
We understand that you help the Slayer.
Oh, dang, they're interviewing a vampire?
She gives you money.
Money, little nip of blood out of some stray victim, whatever.
Blood?
Oh, no. Spike, come on, help her out.
Noticed a decline in her work.
Oh, yeah. See, the poor little twig can't keep a man. Gets her all down. Appointment should be crying on my shoulder. Mark,
You've killed Slayers before?
heard of me, have you?
He's happy.
I wrote my thesis on you.
Oh, dang, she's a fan.
No, we're such good friends. How's a Slayer doing? High marks in all categories?
I don't know.
Clarity, stamina, and strength.
I'm surprised the council doesn't try to kill Spike. I mean, I'm happy.
Slayer's job is to protect it. You understand?
Protect the dummy.
Blindfold.
Aikido, jujitsu moves.
Japanese.
And go.
Oh my gosh.
Showmen need a...
He wants you to bow. Take a bow.
Oh, this is gonna be so difficult just because she doesn't know Japanese. Okay, you gotta go full Daredevil, Buffy.
Shomenzuki.
Dang.
Ushiro Geri Empu.
Back kick. Elbow. Elbow. Strike.
Can't he just say it in English?
I've trained it to win.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do it my way, guys.
Good. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Not what you were supposed to do. Oh, Buffy. No way you passed.
We can move on to the real. Look into your strategies, plans.
Okay.
We start at 7 tonight. Give you time to, however you prepare.
So condescending, man. I don't know why she needs to know, like, all these different terms for the fight. It's not like someone's gonna be standing over her shoulder in a real life scenario. Like I said, Buffy just can't catch a break this whole season. It's just hardship after hardship. Oh, dang. Holy.
Long day, sweetie?
Well, yes, but... Dang. I did not expect that.
This is where the Slayer eats, sleeps, and combs her hair.
Yes. Where's Joyce?
This is good for you. It's so quaint.
That's not gonna be enough.
I wanted to fight. Could tell by the being dead already.
She's not lying.
Why else do you think I'd come here? I think you know where it is.
Yes.
But to me,
Oh, dang.
Her
Oh, dang. Oh,
bug.
dang. Oh, dang. Dawn, get out of here.
you still think it's neat having...
Get out. Get out.
I could crush the life from you as easy as you'd break a nail.
Probably.
Kid,
Dang it. She's got eyes in the back of her head.
this is between me and my key. You just happen to be the thing in the way.
She might realize it's Dawn.
I bet you know where she put it, don't you?
She doesn't know anything.
Don't make it obvious, Buffy.
Where's my key, Dawn?
You're always talking about stuff I'm not supposed to hear.
Dawn is being smart.
I'll kill your mom, I'll kill your friends, and I'll make you watch when I do.
Damn.
Either have it or you know where to find it.
How's Buffy gonna get out of this?
Something you love dies bloody. You know you can't take me, can't stop me.
Surprised she's even giving a warning. But damn, I mean, it's cold. Like, her attitude is so flippant and fun, but her threat is real.
Oh, it's the Slayer. For a second there I was worried.
Spike, you've dreamed about this scenario. Oh, Joyce is here too.
I need your help.
Great, I need your cash.
I'm serious. You have to look after them.
How?
Well, that's a boatload of manly responsibility to come flying out.
Although I want to see Spike and Joyce together.
I need an answer now. In or out?
Make a good impression with the family. Better shot at dating. Just saying, Spike.
Ladies, come on in. There's plenty of blood in the fridge.
Do you mean like
Yes.
blood?
Yes.
What do you think?
Mostly, I think ew.
Anything happens to him, I'll stake you good and proper, eh? That bit's gone stale.
This is Spike doing Buffy a serious solid, though.
I love what you've neglected to do with the play.
I hope this lasts for more than one episode.
Do you think Timmy's really dead?
No, she can just sew him back together. He's a doll.
Of course they both like this.
I mean, there's no way they're gonna go through with that.
I love this. I love this. Man, can you imagine Spike and Joyce watching their reactions? I would subscribe to that channel, sign up to their Patreon.
Condemning the man to a lifetime diet of blood sausage, bangers, and mash.
What the? Who is this? Knights? Is this part of the test, maybe?
Any way we could not do this?
They look pretty cool. I mean, come on, tell me Buffy doesn't pass the physical test with this type of fighting.
Okay.
Who sent you?
Who you are?
One soldier in a vast army.
What? Arm.
Yeah, what army?
We send 100 men, and if it takes 1,000, we send 1,000.
Until you run out of men. You're gonna run out of men.
Kill us and let legions follow.
How many are in their brotherhood? She's not gonna kill him.
Go.
And rethink your life choices. At least you got a sword, though, right? Sorry to be late for my interview, but, you know, people tried to kill me. Usual Slayer stuff.
There isn't gonna be a review.
Oh, really?
No review. No interrogation.
Oh.
Questions you know I can't answer. No hoops, no jumps, no interruption.
I like how she interrupted his attempt at an interruption.
Everyone just lining up how unimportant I am. And I finally figured out why. Power. I have it.
Very true.
Glory came to my home today.
Buffy, are you...
Just to talk.
And threaten.
Because she needs something from me. Because I have power over her.
For now. But that is true.
You came to beg me to let you back in.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad Buffy is saying this.
This is beyond insolence.
She did warn you, bro.
I said no interruptions.
That was excellent.
Yes, I'm Xander right now.
Without a Slayer, you're pretty much just watching Masterpiece Theater.
Yes, okay. Finally someone is saying what the Watchers Council needs to hear.
So here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna tell me everything you know, then you're gonna go away.
And you're not gonna deport Giles.
The magic shop will remain open. Mr. Giles will stay here to be paid retroactively from the month he was...
Yes, oh my gosh, yes, this is justice.
We're talking about children.
We're talking about two very powerful witches, demon.
Willow's a demon?
No power there.
The boys clocked more field time than all of you combined.
So true.
That's why they speak.
5 o'clock field time.
You can all take your time thinking about that. But I want an answer right now from Quentin, because I think he's understanding me.
Is he gonna accept?
Your terms are acceptable.
Okay. Oh my gosh, what an amazing way for Buffy to handle the situation. It's like she had clarity after getting her life threatened, it feels like.
You know, during working hours,
I think I could use a glass.
Okay, Quentin might not be the worst guy.
Glory, I want to know.
Yeah, there's a lot to go through.
Come on, spill it.
Tell me what kind of demon I'm fighting.
Well, that's the thing, you see.
What?
Glory isn't a demon.
Okay, so
What is she?
is what?
She's a god.
Like a Greek god or something?
Oh.
I mean, no wonder she's so freaking powerful. How do you defeat a god? What is she, Zeus's daughter? All right, so that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 5, Episode 12. What an episode. A lot went down in this episode. I mean, I'll do my best to cover everything. I'm sure I will forget some important parts, but I'll give it my best shot here. I mean, we had the return of the Watchers Council led by Quentin, and anyone who's been watching my reactions, I do not like the Watchers Council one bit, and that would be putting it mildly, and as you could probably tell at my annoyance throughout this whole episode from when they showed up until the end of the episode, but it was, you know, very interesting to see that conflict. The actor playing playing Quentin, I thought did an excellent job, and even the rest of them, the whole crew just like showing up. I like how they really made themselves feel so comfortable in Giles's shop, just taking over, taking full control, acting very judgmental and like, oh, we don't approve of your methods. Are you good enough for us? You know, really framing things to make Giles and Buffy feel like they hadn't been doing a good job so far. And for a second, it almost felt like, you know, I was a little bit frustrated. It's like Giles and Buffy are kind of accepting this judgment, but I actually feel like that can sometimes happen. You have some organization that is technically official and has all these resources. You know, the British accents help as well, making it feel more proper and educated, right? It's easy to feel like, oh, we need to impress them. We need to do things by their rules. But then in an absolutely amazing scene, probably my favorite scene of the whole episode, you know, when Buffy goes back home, Glory is there waiting for her. And I promise I'll tie this back to the Watchers Council, but I feel like I have to mention this part in between. But Glory waiting for Buffy in her home. I mean, that was cool how Glory just went herself. I'm a little bit confused why Ben is resistant to help Glory, and also why Glory doesn't just, I don't know, go and kill Ben or something. Like, if it's someone working for her that then refuses to work for her, she seems powerful. She doesn't seem like a patient person, but a patient god, apparently. But anyway, she goes to do the work herself, shows up, and we have a really good scene, probably my favorite scene so far between Buffy and Glory, you know, and I like how Glory, you know, just her attitude is very interesting and entertaining on screen, and it was cool because even as she's acting like this fun type of character, when she gets down to business, she's got that Gus Fring in her, you know, she is threatening to slaughter someone that Buffy loves, and it was particularly tense when Dawn walks into the room, right, and Glory just knows that Dawn probably knows something. The way that I took Dawn's behavior, I feel like, actually, I don't know. I feel like either Dawn was kind of expressing some real frustration at having overheard some conversations recently and knows that Buffy and Joyce have been hiding something from her. That could be her angle, but she also might have been just being smart in a certain way, because I feel like by acting upset, it felt like she was more sincere, and honestly, I feel like helped divert some of the attention away from Dawn. But I mean, that was just a really good scene. Obviously, it's great when like the main protagonist is facing off with the big bad, just makes for an interesting scene, and you know, seeing how comfortable and confident Dawn is makes her feel like even more of a formidable villain, which I'm sure she is going to be. I mean, continuing to be. She has been so far in this season. But then to tie that back to the Watchers Council, I feel like after that moment, and then of course after those knights tried to assassinate Buffy, I feel like Buffy had this real moment of clarity where, like I said, up until that point, she and Giles had kind of been fighting for the Watchers Council approval. But then Buffy just realized, like, okay, you know, and I feel like sometimes a life and death situation can give you clarity in your own life, right? You go through something dangerous, you come back, you make it to the other side of that, and you're like, okay, I need to reevaluate my whole life. I feel like something similar happened with Buffy, and it was just so satisfying hearing her lay down exactly the truth. I mean, explaining that it's like, yes, as we know, Buffy is the one who has power, and the Watchers Council has nothing without her. I mean, they have their official rules, their papers, but like she said, like, what are you going to do? Write about it in this, like, weirdo magazine that no one cares about except for the people who realize that there's a whole underworld and magic going on? Like, what are you going to do? You can't do anything. She's the actual Slayer with the power, and they should be lucky to work with her. And just seeing her stand up for Giles, making them pay him, I mean, finally, after everything Giles has been through, like, I still remember the pain of Giles getting fired. He's finally getting what he deserves. And then it was also really cool how Buffy, I mean, beyond the awesome sword throw, but how she really stood up for all her friends. Side note, I do think Anya trying so hard to convince everyone that she's not a demon was a pretty funny recurring gag throughout the entire episode. But seeing her, like, stand up for all her friends, particularly for Xander, when they're like, oh, he's just a boy with no powers. It's like, exactly, he's clocked more field time, he's put in the work, and honestly, he's a pretty darn good fighter, pretty darn good researcher, definitely someone I would want to watch my back over 99% of most supernatural fighters, and especially over any of the members of the Watchers Council. And then to close it all off, what I like is that Buffy, instead of, you know, flipping them off, which might be something that would be emotionally satisfying, she actually took a more mature route. She's like, hey, if you guys want to stick around and help, you have that option. And then props to Quentin, who, you know, like I said, I feel like that actor is doing a really good job embodying that role, even though I didn't really like his character. But props to his character for actually agreeing, you know, not like fighting back or being like overly prideful. And he just is like, okay, we'll do the best we can helping you out, you know. And then he reveals the huge reveal of this episode that we finally know what Glory is. Glory is a god. And I still have questions because of that, because what type of god? That could mean so many different things, but bottom line, she is extremely powerful. Another question I have as well is that Glory is like taking the brains out of these different people, but at the very beginning of the episode we saw her, she was clearly in bad shape. So I'm just curious, like, what is she running out of time? Like, where is the source of her power? Does she normally get like some type of human sacrifice as a god, and that's where she gets her strength, so she needs to feed on these humans in a similar way that vampires need to feed on blood? I don't know, but I'm curious where that source of the power / weakness is, and if that could possibly be the key to defeat Glory. Because if Buffy had shown up, you know, if she had somehow magically known that Glory needed another human brain to regain her power, maybe if they had come to blows and had a fight in that very opening scene, Buffy might have had a chance, you know. So maybe they need to figure out a way to attack Glory when she doesn't have the human sacrifice that she's using to stay alive. I don't know. I mean, I'm very, very excited what strategy they're going to come up with to defeat a literal god. And also, like I said, what type of god? We're talking about, I mean, God, I think of like a Roman or a Greek god. I mean, assuming it's a lowercase g god, they're not saying it's God himself or God herself, because that would be a whole other level of complication, man. But even a lowercase g god, it's like, there's so many different gods and so many different times and cultures. Like I said, I feel like the thing I'm just going to return to is that regardless of which type of god, that does mean an extremely intimidating and powerful foe, which excites me. I mean, I love when villains are powerful. So far of Glory, I feel like she's not only powerful, but has a great personality for a villain, not to mention some pretty cool style as well. So I do really want to see more of the showdown and the planning and the strategy, just everything involved around the Glory storyline of the season. I'm looking forward to seeing more. And then briefly, just because I thought it was kind of a cool side storyline as well, but we have Buffy going to Spike and asking for help. And, you know, even though in that first scene of Spike and Buffy together, Buffy's just like, I don't need your help. I don't want your help. Get away from me. You're disgusting. I feel like there really is a part of her that trusts Spike on a certain level. And I feel like part of that is based on Fool for Love, you know, kind of that quiet moment where Spike sat next to Buffy. I feel like they have grown close in a certain sense, because for Buffy to put Dawn and Joyce in his care, that shows that as much as she is, you know, shouting at him, making fun of him as they're bickering and arguing, she must trust him. And Spike, of course, because he loves Buffy so much, would do anything for her and will actually protect Joyce and Dawn. And I just love, I really feel like Spike and Joyce are one of the best duos that the whole show of Buffy has come up with. So even though it was kind of a brief interaction with them, of course they both love passions. Of course, Joyce just immediately is like getting comfortable hanging out with Spike as Dawn rolls her eyes. I mean, that was just a great little moment. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to see more of this. I mean, adding the Watchers Council, like I said, adds complications, but now that Buffy kind of has the upper hand with that group, it's going to be very interesting seeing them all work together. Like I said, I feel like the actor playing Quentin just has a really good presence, so I kind of want to see more of his character as well. And then everything to do with Glory. That's just very, very interesting, and I can't wait to see what happens next. As always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reaction, that is up on Patreon, along with future episodes of Buffy and Angel. Hope you enjoyed this reaction, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.